Hello friends, I'm Larry with Rides Done Right, and you're watching the 2019 Road to Road Racing Series, and I'm at the Ridge in Washington, the first time ever for me, and I'm with Carol Carpenter of MotoVixens. Carol, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
The name MotoVixens had me thinking I was going to come up here and ride around with a bunch of girls, which I'm all for, especially when they look like her. And so, okay, there's my expectation. But then, of course, you get up here and it's a track day and you see every end of the spectrum. Great riders on the top end. You have new riders, everything in between, instructors. Talk about MotoVixens a bit.
We originally started it to target street riders, get them out on track and safely riding, but through time, because of the way we run our company, we have a lot of racers that come knowing that we limit our rider sessions to 30 per session. So there's a lot of track time without a lot of traffic, and they get to actually put their head down and ride.
Well, 30, let's put this into perspective, because when you go out and you street ride and you ride with 30 bikes, I'm going, man, 30 bikes, that's a lot of bikes. Where is it going to, and now I'm going to go to a track, and what's it going to be like on the track? I love the session. I actually told you when I came back out, I kind of was like feeling guilty because, wow, I'm guessing half the people must not have shown up because I'm not seeing anybody on the track. And then you told me it's full. This is how it is.
Yeah, we limit it so everybody has plenty of ride time. It's safer, and you learn a lot more with a lot less people on track. It's important for us that you have fun, and we honestly just want everybody to come and learn. And you can't learn with a ton of people on track. So for us, it was about making the price point at a point where people would still come, but also know that they're getting quality versus quantity.
One of the things that I noticed, this is my first time again at the track, and I didn't take a chance to go on YouTube and watch videos. I didn't look at the track layout or anything. So I went out on the track completely not knowing what was left, right, wherever elevation changes. And what happened was that throughout each of the sessions, I'd have a marshal would come right out in front of me, give me the old tail me line, and take me for a few laps and show me that line. And it would happen over and over throughout the day, and it was fantastic. Didn't have to ask anybody, it just happened.
Yeah. My guys are fantastic. We have a really good core group of people, and I trust those guys completely. If they see anybody doing a little bit, anything a little bit iffy, they'll pull them aside, they'll tap their tail and just say, just follow me for a little bit. Let me just kind of give you some direction to let you know where you're going. Because a lot of times when you come out on track, it's not like street riding. You have all this track and all this pavement in front of you. And let me teach you how to take a corner, which will actually apply to your street riding. It'll make you a better street rider too.
Well, one of the things that a lot of folks want to do is you want to be able to lean off that bike and maybe get a knee down or something like that. And you guys have a safe way to learn or experience some of that. Let's talk a little bit about the lean machine that you have.
Oh, so the lean machine, which is right behind us, is actually produced by GFF Productions, which, just for everybody's information, it means go fast. And it is a phenomenal machine. Actually, it helps you train your core so that when you are leaning, besides showing you how to lean, it actually trains your core. So it's also a trainer. So for people off season, especially racers, it is a essential tool to have, because then you're ready to go at the beginning of the season.
It's my biggest frustration that I have experienced. This is my third year doing this, and I hated that last year at the end of the season, I finally got where I was stretching out fine. I could get down super low, and those of you guys that ride a lot understand that you have to be low as everything on these things. So you got to get beside the tank, not on top. Yes. Was the first thing Troy told me, out there when he saw me yesterday, is you're not getting low enough. And I told him, at the moment, I'm getting as low as I can get.
Comfort-wise, right? What's really interesting is when people lean and they tell you they've been leaning off the bike, it takes actually filming them for them to understand what they actually perceive themselves as doing isn't what they're actually doing. So this is a great tool for people to have, so we can actually show them what they're doing, and we can actually position their body so they can feel that on their bike when they're riding.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
So you guys also have a pretty big event coming up later this year that we're going to, and why don't you talk about what's coming in a couple of weeks?
So we were fortunate enough to have Kawasaki and Paulson's Kawasaki, who is a local organization, help sponsor this 2-day event. And we have Jason Pridmore, Caroline Olson, and Wyatt Ferris coming up. And I'm sorry Michael Gilbert can't come up because I adore the kid, but he has a wedding to go to. So we could have had all 4 of them, but you know, we're only stuck with those 3. Gosh, poor us.
I don't know how we're going to make it. So that's going to be a fun school, and we are going to be up here for that and recording it. So you guys watch out for us and see more of what it is that we're doing with MotoVixens as we keep going. So appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.